Were sleep really an absence of all kinds of consciousness? How could we afterwards remember its refreshing pleasantness and speak of it with satisfaction? Some kind of consciousness must have been present to provide us later with the idea of this pleasantness. Again, how could we recollect every morning the events of yesterday and link them in orderly sequence with those of today, unless the mind was still somehow present during the sleeping break? That the sleeping state does not really annihilate everything in the mind is revealed by the fact of the sense of individual identity. The entire cocoon of thoughts, desires, and characteristics which makes up the personality emerges afresh with each morning resurrection of self-awareness from sleep. Were there not some kind of continuity of selfhood within the mind, we might fall asleep thinking we were one man and wake up thinking we were another man. We cannot therefore rightly set up the waking and dream consciousness as exhausting the continuity of the mind's existence. It is clear that unconsciousness is really a misdescription of its most mysterious phase.
Maybe people liked David Wilcock were never the story. Maybe they were early evidence of what prolonged psychological, technological, and informational pressure can do to the human nervous system. The war for the human mind was never symbolic. It may have been telelogical before we were ready to admit it. For years, people like David Wilcock and others in the consciousness disclosure world have been mocked when their perceptions seem to fracture, intensify, or spiral into extreme patterns. But what if some of them were not simply losing it? What if certain people who got too close to hidden systems, classified narratives, or forbidden architecture were also exposed to pressure most of us cannot see? Not every breakdown is spiritual. Not every distortion is psychological. Not every strange voice, frequency, exhaustion, paranoia, or nervous system collapse begins inside the person experiencing it. Science already acknowledges that pulsed radio for ears and energy can create perceived sound in the head known as the microwave auditory or Frey effect. The National Academies also examine directed pulsed radio frequency, and it is a plausible explanation in some anomalous health incidents. So maybe the deeper question himself, why did they sound crazy? Maybe the deeper question is, what happens to a human nervous system when invisible pressure is applied long enough? What happens when perception itself becomes a battlefield? Because the easiest way to discredit a messenger is not to silence them. It is to destabilize them until they discredit themselves. That is the part almost no one wants to look at. We are entering an age where mind, frequency, surveillance, psychology, media, and technology are no longer separate subjects. They are one battlefield. And And the people we called unstable may have been early casualties of a war most of us were trained to laugh at. With love for those remembering themselves. Thank you for saying yes to life. Put your wings on. We are walking each other home.
And I can't shake the feeling, no. Feel an enemy, wow. You are where I want to go. Hold you rest soft like the evening dew. Cause see where I'd rather be than close to you. I ain't redundant, I memorize the curve. Orore want me every single word. She moves slow, she move with intention. I want her love me and don't deserve the mention. Your Tirio Timori Ninure. Pull me like the tide, won't let me free. Oh, I jack it, wow. Let me stay a little longer, love. Cause you hold me up. Nothing else I want, just your skin and the dark and the silence above. Keeping me near, my place is right beside you. Keeping me near, no be pretend this is true. Touch me like you know me well. No fair, I can't help myself. It be me, oh, be me right here. It be like heaven. Or Santa be, I lay you on my mind. Cause it be me, Lord, I leave you behind. Or worry on my chest like a quiet prayer. Breathe you in and me, oh Lord, I'll stay right there. She don't even try, still she hypnotized. I judge in the for it like a paradise. And I swear I searched every city. Cause she any told that nobody pretty like she. So for me, what you want. So for me, I'll become whatever you need. Jackie, no, don't let this fade, let it grow. Jackie, see the con, where the world don't know her name. Jackie, no fair, all the same. Before our first breath, the divine envisioned us. Every human soul is a sacred spark of life, a perpetual light from the Creator's essence. Our purpose extends beyond mere survival or passive observation of time. We have a sacred gift, the ability to co-create with the divine. Our lives are not left to chance. We actively forge our reality through each thought, word, and action. We often think that life just happens to us, making us feel powerless, overlooked, or controlled by external events. However, a deep shift occurs when you alter your perspective. Rather than seeing daily happenings as chance occurrences, view them as a living prayer, a sacred offering to the divine. This outlook fundamentally changes how you see the world. You realize a key truth. You are the conscious architect of your own growth. This magnificent earth is more than just a place of exile. It serves as your sacred temple. Your spirit acts as the paintbrush, with the vast canvas of time awaiting your creative touch. As you go through your days rooted in love, guided by unwavering faith and motivated by genuine intention, you begin to shape a life that mirrors the radiant light inside your soul. You hold the inner strength to transform challenges into stepping stones and pain into profound wisdom. Therefore, let your personal story be a true reflection of the divine beauty that lives within you. Do not be afraid to let your unique path shine with grace, kindness, and authenticity. Let your entire human journey be your absolute masterpiece, one that is gently crafted in perfect harmony with heaven's quiet whispers, always guided by unconditional love and filled with the sacred purpose you were uniquely born to fulfill. You are a living piece of the divine, and your life is the art.